Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic, and that is what we are going to do right now. Because we are going to something very dangerous. We are going to try to prevent TNT from exploding, so let's get right to it. And you know what I hope I will do when I set of the TNT as well? I hope I will kill a lot of mobs with it, because if there is one thing that I hate, then it are those mobs that try to kill you and blow your things up. I remember once I was with Chip just doing our thing, you know, building new things. I think at that time we were busy with a train station, so everything was going great. We had a small group of people that also helped us doing what we were doing. But then it started becoming dark and I told them to get some rest and do something for their own, so they left and Chip and I just continued working on the train station. Chip was working on the roof and suddenly he screamed, "We are under attack." I thought he was just kidding, right? But then I saw him jumping of the building and running towards the armory to get geared up, so this was not a joke. We really were under attack, so I did the same. I took my sword and went after Chip. It was a big fight but we won. So after the fight we took some rest for the next day. In morning when the sun came up, we first talked to the group and told them that last night there was a big fight, so we could not send anyone away anymore because there would be a second attack. We were sure of that. But the construction of the train station would not stop. We already lost a lot of time, so everything just went as planned. 2 days passed and no mob was seen. We were think that maybe that was the only fight that already happened. But no guys, that night it happened. We came under attack, and just a small attack. This was an all-out coordinated attack by the mobs. I never saw something like this. First row creepers, second there were the zombies, and last row the skeletons. Yes, it was hard to believe, but we had a small surprise for them. We didn't just wait for them to come to use, we prepared ourselves. Yes, we placed mines everywhere around the train station, and that was something they didn't expect, so we waited till every mine was set off. After that we went in the attack and we won, of course. So that was a nice long story that happened to Chip and I. That one of the 100 reasons why I hate those mobs. They always keep attacking me with whatever I am doing. Funny thing is that they somehow keep getting smarter and smarter, so that might be a problem for in the future, but not now, because now the only thing that they can destroy is some explosions. As you can see, beautiful people, the explosions are getting a bit of a shape. Just a bit more and we will be ready soon. But I don't really know how we're gonna detonate so much explosion at the same time. Maybe I should make something with redstone, but I am not sure if that is gonna work. You know, at this moment I needed Chip because he knows everything about redstone. I am not saying I don't know anything about it, but Chip just knows more, especially about redstone. He just knows how everything in this game works. So where are you, Chip, when I need you? Ha ha ha. No, I am kidding. He is always there for me when he needs me, so that isn't a problem for now. How big should I make this? You know, we should name this big ball of explosions something. Let's give it a name, but how could name a big ball of explosions? Let me think. How about angry ball? No, that is just too basic. Let's call it power boom. Yes, I like that. So guys, how big should power boom be? Darn guys, power boom really sounds cool. Ha ha ha. Let's see how big we could make it. And besides of that, should I also fill in the inside of power boom? I think that just might be too much of filling in, so maybe in the end if we manage to extend the time, but I won't promise anything at this point. So I think the ball is coming to an end now, so what is up next? I think we could just fill up the ball for a bit, so there will be more explosion, but I don't know if we will be able to see those explosion because there are inside, and if the server crashes, well then we just did it for nothing. But we will just hope that power boom will just keep everything under control and won't let the server crash. That is what I am hoping for. Guys, I don't know, but I just like to share my stories with you like I did with the train station. It gives me a good feeling when I just tell you beautiful people something about my past, and especially with Chip. Like as you can see in some previous videos, I like to do things with Chip, and I will keep doing things with Chip because he is my best friend and he will always be my best friend. So that let me tell you how Chip and I really good close friends. I think I already told you how I met Chip on the beach, but that story is already told, so now I will tell you where we just became really close friends. Normally it would just go like we would hang around a lot and then keep hanging out because we like it, but not with Chip and me. It happened like in action. Everything went so fast and we earned each other's trust in like a matter of time. There was this time time I only played in a faction server where there was this huge faction with smaller battle groups. We had like 5 battle groups and 1 staff group where the high advanced people were, but I was leading 1 battle group and Chip was in my battle group, so we did a lot of training together and really started working in on each other, so we knew what we could count on when we were in battle. And one day we got the order from the staff group that our battle group needed to go out for a scouting mission and try to find a big faction where we could go in war with. So after a few days we came back with huge news. There was this big new faction located in a big modern stronghold, but they were well prepared for anything that would hit them. So after a few days of preparation, the high staff gave us the command to attack the stronghold, and we knew it was not gonna be easy. We were gonna lose a lot of strong men. So on the way to the stronghold, Chip and I had a conversation about we were gonna beat this stronghold and how we were gonna return with good news. After a little time we arrived at the stronghold. We started setting up our TNT cannons. Every battleground had 2 of them, and so our siege started. I think it went okay for 1 hour, but after that everything went bad because something really strange happened what we did not expect. The defenders, the people in the stronghold, went in an attack. They opened their gate and just went in the attack against us, so there was this huge battle where Chip and I were fighting next each other, so we had to cover each other's backs. What went really good because nobody could really throw us. In the battle we lost 2 battle groups, but with the rest we kept the fight going and with success because we entered the fortress and claimed it. After that, Chip and I were best friends because we could really trust each other from that point on. And now you guys know how Chip and I became best. We could go boom, and then just like that all of a sudden there is all kinds of TNT. Wow, what happened there? I don't know. You tell me, mate. I didn't even see anything. Like all of a sudden there was just all kinds of TNT flying at my head. It is like 4th of July all over again. Wait, what? No, it was just an expression that like there was a lot of fireworks being used at 4th of July, which is just fantastic. So here we are in the middle of a tsunami. And oh my, does it look bad. I think even my main man Steve over here is pretty shocked of the amount of explosion that people used to hunt down these fish. Or wait, no, that was us. Well then, I guess that we are shocked about the amount of explosion we used. So we just explore this cave for a little bit since we have opened something with all of these explosions, and now we have spotted a very rare cave which looks really cool, and I'm here with my main man and he seems to enjoy this quite a bit, and we are just enjoying life in this cave since we are not getting exploded by TNT and explosions and all of that. So I guess that life is pretty nice at this moment, which is something which I can really appreciate since that doesn't happen too often. If you roll with this man, which is a professional explosion detonator kind of man, but I guess that this man helps me through a lot, so I really appreciate that as well, since otherwise I couldn't bring all of you this video if my main man didn't participate to be in this video, since if I would detonate all of that TNT at such big amounts, then I don't think there would be a lot left of the world, which wouldn't really be good for like the wildlife and all of that, since they would then have to live on stone. And since I am not a nature expert, but I still got taught stuff at school, I know that nature doesn't work like that, or maybe it doesn't. I just didn't pay enough attention, which was then really stupid of me, since you should always pay a lot of attention in school since that is really important to your education. But I wasn't like that as well, so no worries, you will probably be alright, but still at least try to pay a little attention since that can help you through a lot. But we could just install some kind of elevator in the middle if we want, just like in that other video where we made a pyramid out of TNT. That was really cool. Now we just have this, which is also pretty cool. Oh no, I kind of feel really sad for all of the fish that you can see inside of the ocean where I am kind of building in. If Peta would watch this video as well, then I would once again be in a lot of trouble, and then. But luckily, we have got a lot of help from our good friend Steve, and of course this arrow, that which is really nice since they are just helping us chill without having to build all of this by ourselves. If we didn't have the arrow, then it would be a lot of struggle building all of this, then I would be done in like a lot of time, which would not be great. But now all we have to do is sometimes click the arrow, and the arrow just makes these circle shaped kind of things, which is just really nice. But these explosions are also really nice, and if you look like really quick you can see the TNT going flying in every single direction, and that is like really cool since you can just see them flying everywhere, and that is just amazing, until there is nothing left, and then almost all of the TNT now has exploded in the air instead of exploding on the ground. But I mean, we kind of set it up that way, so we can't really blame the TNT for that. But now we are out here in this amazing Sahara Desert. and I'm just going to make a really nice shape like this, and then it is kind of shaping up, and then you just low-key place some TNT all around it so it kind of gets a nice circle form, and then all of a sudden it is a circle with an island which is made out of TNT in the middle, which is just the best. So if you look at it right now, it just looks amazing, and I think the impact on the world when you ignite it will be even greater, which is just fantastic. Since this is all for research purposes, I think that the TNT will go flying like literally everywhere, which is going to be pretty interesting if I do say so myself. So now we kind of didn't leave any sand in the middle of the TNT things left, so now it is just a massive ball of TNT. I don't think you could play sports with this ball though, and if people ask me, what do you do for a living then I will just tell them that I run that one place in Minecraft that blew up with popularity, and I am the proud owner of that place because I thought of that idea and I trademarked it, so now I get money from every company that tries to do the same. Well, I don't think that is how trademarks work, but that is okay because it might be like that, I don't know, like maybe it is. Who knows? Only the people that work on trademark will know. Is that a company? I don't know. So many questions that have no answers, but they really need answers because I want to know. And people will say, hot darn, you have built that roof that is on top of that amazing cozy warm club, and I would be like, hell yeah, I built that because I love that place and I put some effort in with deciding which roof would look best on it, and I think this flat roof will definitely look best because we do not want an attic or a double-story house, so this is enough because we do not have to have a second floor if we are not going to use it. So what will be the point of having something that you are not going to use? And I am certain that it would even look ugly on this house because it is just a club, and it would be ridiculous to have a two-story fidget spinner club. But on the other hand, we could just build a second floor and then we could live there and feel good about ourselves, and we would have a nice bed and all kinds of nice things, and we can live there and everything will be good life, and then I am happy and I do not have to build an apartment in New York or Tokyo, but I would be living somewhere in Minecraft. But then because the place of the club is a bit secret, then I will have to provide for myself. And not only with getting money, but I would have to hunt my own food, and I would need to chop wood for my oven and all kinds of stuff that I would need to take care of. So once again we come to the conclusion that we would be best off without a second layer. But we now have the fidget spinners inside of the place that, well, I lied a bit, you do need to make a little kiddie pool. But it is not a swimming pool, it is a swimming pool. Yeah, you must be really confused right now. Yeah, me too. But you need to have a swimming pool for the TNT, and because I am high up in a mountain where there is snow, then you might get ice. So that wasn't really smart of me, but you can just get rid of the ice with one click or button press. So yeah, the redstone part might have been confusing a bit, I don't know, but it seems to already work. And that water that will just hold the explosion stuff that I said, was that what you just saw? So yeah, that is what I meant. It was pretty vague, but I mean it works, so it is just great. We just need something to pull, and then the redstone on the other side will get to activate it, and then we can place all of the TNT, and then we have a cool pool for the TNT, and then it is going to stay there, and then if we explode it, then it is gone, and I think the water is also gone, so I recommend to have an infinite water pool or something. But yeah, as you could see, it works pretty well, and the cannon is pretty cool, and we are just going to blow ourselves to the space, and then we are a spaceman. And let's just hope that I don't forget to bring my space helmet with me. I need that when I am space, otherwise I would not have any oxygen, and that would not be good. I need oxygen to breathe, so we are going to not forget our helmet. That was a note to myself, and let's just pray that I won't forget to bring it. But I think that I will remember that. And now we are going to try it again, and let's hope that we get really high up in the air this time. It does take a bit of time before all of the TNT is exploded, so that is not really that nice. But there is no other way to fix that, so we're just going with this design. Oh yeah, and if you haven't noticed yet, I told all of you if you are going to do this in survival. Well, one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you want a proper burial, then use this, but do remove all of your stuff from your inventory. And I recommend you using all of your levels to enchant something, because otherwise you will lose all of those levels, then it is just a waste, and you could have just enchanted a hoe and then all of your crops would be enchanted. But no, instead you chose to waste all of your levels to have a proper burial. But I mean, that is your choice, not mine, so do whatever you like with that, and let's just pray that you do it safely. No, just kidding, there is no doing the safe. It is dangerous, so don't do this at your house. Just do it on a mountain or something, then you will be okay. So, I mean, we did a couple of good upgrades to our hefty device and we made a really cool little TNT launcher, and let's just hope that this will work really well. I call this the Sub Launcher 3001. The one is because this is not the 3000, but the previous one was the 3000. So, is end the video right here. I will see you back in the next video, but for now I say goodbye.